Yo, what's poppin', my people? It's your big homie Crooks the Great, aka CTG, and I'm back at you guys with a very special UFC 5 video. Because today's video is going to be the first video in a series that I am bringing to you guys here on the channel, where we go around and break down gameplay of the fighters people think are elite level fighters in UFC 5. So in order to do this, we're going to be breaking down striking. If they grapple in the video, I'm going to be breaking that down as well, giving you guys some pointers on things that you can implement into your own game that I like, and ways that you guys can help, or ways to help you guys beat these guys if you guys do run into them in UFC 5. So obviously you guys see the first fighter that we're going to break down is none other than Mr. Pryoxis himself. If you guys don't know who this guy is, he is one of the biggest UFC YouTube content creators out there right now. And just a side note for you guys, I know I've had videos on this channel kind of going back and forth with him a little bit, but that's not gonna be an issue with me breaking down his gameplay. I'm not gonna be biased or swayed either way on breaking down his gameplay style. I'm strictly gonna be going off of what I see in his fights here. So let's go ahead and get into it. You guys might hear me talk over him a little bit. I'm going to turn down the audio on the video a little bit. But let's go ahead and get it started.
I've been him. You hear me?
So he's going to be using
Chris Weidman. I know he want to wrestle.
He's going to be using Israel Adesanya.
So what we do?
He's going up against a Chris Weidman.
Chop the legs.
So actually what I'm going to do here is I'm going to let his audio play out, and I'm going to pause it and break down what I see. So that way you guys don't hear two voices and you guys don't get confused. You know what I'm saying? Because he does talk during this video. So let's go ahead and get into it.
We chop the legs in our kickbox and keep the feet moving. I'll take that. There we go. We got to utilize what I'm good at, and that's low kicks, and that's having crazy footwork. Nuh-uh. I wasn't biting on that. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I was waiting for it.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it right here. The first thing that I see right here with Pry that I like is I like how patient he's staying. He realizes, you know what, in order for a Chris Weidman to have success against him, he's going to need to, A, force exchanges to try to shoot for a takedown, and B, actually hit him with a turning takedown. So instead of Pride just going and being reckless with the better striker, he's really just taking his time. The patience is what is really what I like out of Pryoxis right here. He's not rushing anything. He's taking his time. He's trying to see what his opponent Eber right here is giving him, and he's just trying to get a read for it. He's not just being like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna come out and blitz this guy because I'm going to get him out of here because I'm using Israel Adesanya. And that's a very common thing, a very common mistake that I feel like a lot of beginner to intermediate players in UFC 5 really struggle with. They think, hey, you know what? I have Israel Adesanya, or I have Conor McGregor, I have Dustin Poirier, and so on and so forth. And this guy's using somebody that's not at the same level, so I'm just going to blitz forward. It's not the way you do it. You need to be fighting kind of like Pryoxis right here, taking your time, being patient, and really just trying to see what your opponent is going to do in terms of their offense.
Look at that jab. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my, they gave him that? I'll take it.
All right, so we see Pryoxis got taken down right here. That's a little bit troubling. I don't know exactly. I think he kind of had a bad understanding of the distance, and that's really what allowed Chris Weidman here to get that takedown. Now, I will give him credit here. Those turning takedowns down are a little bit harder to stop because they're so quick, but he really shouldn't have gotten taken down right there. He really shouldn't. If he understood what Eber was trying to do here. He's really just trying to press forward and just try to wait for a time where Pryoxis isn't holding block and then shooting for a takedown and trying to hit the turning takedown down. So that was a little bit of a mental lapse right there by Pryoxis, which hopefully he's not made to pay right here on the ground. But it could turn out to be very detrimental to this fight, to be honest, if he can't understand the distance closed.
I'll take it. We got some things we gotta just live with.
Okay, let's see what he does right here.
Oh no, you dirty.
He's allowing him to fake.
You dirty. Oh, you a dirty one. You a dirty one. You a dirty one.
All right, what I'm not liking right here is there's no offense coming back from Pry. He's not throwing fakes. This is what I would more expect out of like a beginner level player. It is not using fakes, not punching the head. He's really just letting Chris Weidman hit his body and get GA, swaying in his advantage for free, which I don't really understand that. Maybe he's trying to set something up, or maybe he's still in read mode for this entire first round. I don't know, but this is not really encouraging to see here on the ground, that he's just letting his opponent just chip away at his body like that and gain all this GA. Because this could potentially allow his opponent to get into full mount quicker. It could allow him, if he's trying to go back to side control, to get side control quicker. I wouldn't have expected this out of a player like Pryoxis, but like I said, maybe he's in read mode, but I don't like what I'm seeing here.
What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? What are we doing? Oh, we laying. We laying. We laying. We laying, huh?
I mean, that's to be expected. He should be trying to lay on you. He's Chris White.
We laying, huh?
He has better.
Laying and praying. Sitting in guard, throwing punches. We don't want to work for real.
I like the fakes that he's throwing out.
That's what we doing, huh, Chris? That's what we doing, huh, Chris? That's what we doing, Chris.
And body shots again, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright. Hey, if I wanna be that, I gotta show the people. I gotta show the people I'm that. That's what.
Okay, so right here, once again, I like how he started to throw the fakes, but he's not building an offense off of it. If you're gonna fake, you need to build an offense around it, or a defense around it, right? So if you're gonna fake, the point of faking is to try to get your opponent to bite on it, and then add in some strikes behind it, so it builds the GA in your favor. But really, what he's doing right here is really just faking for no reason, which I don't understand. Like I said, I really don't understand why he's not trying to build a defense around it. His stamina is up at a high percentage right now, and it's a 3-round fight. So cardio, I don't think, would be an issue in this fight. So at this point, he's really just accepting being in full guard. So that's something that I see that I don't like. But what I do like that he's doing, and what's a really high level thing, is that he's using that down fake. For those of you guys that don't know how to use the down fake, you literally just flick your right stick down and then hit R2 on PlayStation or RT on Xbox, and it's going to fake. Now, you can use that down fake because it's one of the quicker fakes and harder fakes for your opponent to deny, to try to get them to bite on denying a fake. And then you elbow them a couple times, you punch them to the head, and it'll sway that GA in your favor very, very quickly so that you can get up to the feet. So just a little learning moment for those of you guys that are watching this fight, but something that Pryoxis is not really using right now.
That's what I gotta show him. I know that's a fake. Go ahead and go up. Go ahead and go up. I got a text message. I looked at my phone. Let me get to the feet. Let me see if I can do something from here. Oh, I denied that. That was down. Okay. Hey. Yeah. Here we go.
All right, so the grappling didn't turn out too well. The grappling in the first round didn't turn out too well. I mean, Ebear was able to get Pryoxis down multiple times. As you guys seen, he let him off the cage and then immediately shot for the single leg turning takedown down again. And Pryo gave it to him pretty much. So that first round, the grappling didn't look very good, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to lie. So I'm really interested to see how Pryoxis is going to adapt to this and prevent Ebear from getting him down again. Because striking has not really been a thing. Too much in the first round.
That's round one. I knew he wanted to wrestle, but I didn't know he wanted to lie. Come on. But Pry, it's wrestling. It's MMA. Why are you complaining? Just deal with it, bro. I can see y'all now. Why are you complaining? It's MMA. Shut up.
To be honest, he really should have expected this. When you see Chris Weidman and you know that you're using the superior striker, yeah, you should. This is fight IQ. This is fight IQ. You should know that that's what he's going to try to do. There's nothing more irritating to a high-level striker or to a striker than somebody who just wants to take you down and lay on you. It happens to me all the time. But I kind of know that going into a fight. If I see somebody using Chris Weidman or Habib or, something like that, they're going to try to hold you down.
Shut up. Get on that ground and do work. Come on. Nope. 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 Yeah, I'ma do it to you. 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 Alright, bro. I guess my controller just don't work, because every takedown, he turning that motherfucker down.
Alright, so I want to pause it right here because I like the adjustment that Pryoxis made. His fight IQ was on point right here, or just at the beginning of the round. He did a good job of moving his head. He started to crank out a little more output to try to make it a little bit more difficult for Ebear to get a takedown. He was moving his head really, really nicely because he knew Ebear was trying to clinch him, because he did it in the last round a little bit. He clinched him up. And then he was just going to try to clinch him and walk him back to the cage so he can get one of those turning takedowns off the cage. So Pry was doing a really good job of using good head movement. He really, really was. Where he got in trouble right there in that exchange is I feel like he thought Ebear was going to exchange with him again or throw a strike or try to clinch. And Ebear just shot for a takedown and immediately went for that quick turning takedown down and probably got hit with it again. So I just don't think Pryoxis reacted fast enough, and he got a good read on what Ebear was trying to do. I think he forgot. He got so caught up in Ebear trying to clinch him, and with strikes coming back up to the head that he forgot that Ebear shoots for this single leg turning takedown down. But I do like the head movement that he was trying to implement before he got taken down.
God damn. Uh-oh.
Okay, there's those punches to the head like I told you guys that he should be doing in the first round. There's the fakes. He's still letting him gain that GA, though.
What you gonna do with it?
All right, right here, a learning lesson for those of you guys on the ground that struggle with full guard. Don't implement this style. This is a low fight IQ level of thinking right here. He's just letting him hit his body and then saying, well, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? You should not be allowing your opponent to dictate where you're going to, dictate the pace on the ground. You should always be threatening. He was threatening with the transitions down, and then he just stopped and accepted, hey, you know what? He's gonna punch the body. He's gonna punch the body. He's gonna punch the body. He should have continued faking, hitting to the open side of his head, right? So that way he doesn't get a free posture up with the hand that's on the head. He hits him with the opposite hand, faking, punching, setting up his own offense so that he could get up from this position instead of accepting the position on the ground. So it's a learning lesson for those of you guys, again, that are watching this video. Do not do this, because against high-level guys, you're not going to be able to play reactionary like this. You're not going to be able to guess where they're going. You don't want to just be playing into their hands on the ground, especially if you're at a grappling disadvantage. So right there, look, there's a fake, there's a punch.
Get off me. You don't want to work for real.
And look at what I just said. He did. He faked, he punched, and then he went for a transition and he was able to get back to the feet. That's how simple it is. He's going in between low fight IQ and high fight IQ. I don't understand it. But anyways, that's how you want to set it up.
You don't want to work for real. Come on. Get off my leg. What you diving for him for? Get down. Get up. Hold your 2 to the chin. Or just 1. Get off my legs! Yeah, I know. Keep diving for him.
All right, now what I like what Pryoxis has switched to doing right here, that's really, really good, is now he understands what Eber's trying to do. He understands, hey, you know what? When I'm closing in or when he's closing in on me, he's going to try to shoot for a takedown. So he's stuffed 2 or 3 of those takedowns. And now he doesn't really have to worry too much about getting clinched because look at where he's at. He's off at a distance where now, even if Eber, and even in this case, Eber is trying to look for a clinch, he's out of range. So now he's starting to frustrate Eber a little bit because now he's not able to get a takedown as easy. He's not hitting those turning takedowns down because Pryoxis is now blocking them. So really, Pryoxis is being a little more defensively sound. He's not cranking out as much output. He's not just slipping randomly. He's staying a little more patient and understanding what Eber is really trying to do. Nice
Keep
body.
diving for him.
Nice slip. Nice pull.
Yeah.
There's a takedown. That one was
Just
up, though.
Just diving. Just diving for him. Just diving for him. Just fucking diving for him. Get off my goddamn legs. Rage quit. Go 1099. Where's he at? Turn it off. Get off my damn legs, boy.
All right. Well, he was able to get the finish. He started denying. He started punishing when he denied the turning takedowns. And that's really, at the end of the day, what got him that win. So, very, very high fight IQ that he was able to adjust mid-round, because a lot of people won't be able to do this, ladies and gentlemen. They won't. The grappling from Pryoxis in this fight right here, I'll tell you guys the grades at the end. I'm going to be doing a striking grade and a grappling grade. It wasn't the best, but I'll give you guys a grade at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. But overall, good job by him adjusting mid-fight. He had a high fight IQ, adjustment just to switch up to being a little more defensively sound, and then punishing Eber when he missed the turning takedowns and got the finish. So simple, clean work, but that's all it needs to be sometimes.
All that damn wrestling. I'm gonna try to get another fight in with Israel Adesanya, man. What is that, 19 takedowns? I am disgusted. Next fight. Here we go.
All right, here he is.
Shama.
He's using Israel
like
against Alex.
147. So I don't know how this gonna feel, but I got this weight class, so I had to go. Brazil.
Wait, hold on.
Weight class.
I gotta go back and rewind this real quick.
147. So I don't know how this gonna feel. We got Shama. The ping was like 147.
Okay. I don't understand this. I'm not even gonna get into that. I don't understand why you would take 147 ping. I don't understand that, but we're breaking down gameplay.
So I don't know how this gonna feel, but I got this weight class, so I had to go. Brazil Ucas Cruz? That can't be Brazil. You better not live in Brazil, gang. You better not live in Brazil, gang. Let me switch stances. Let me get open with it. Chop that leg. Bye-bye.
All right, so what I see right here is obviously Alex is not going to do any grappling, so I wouldn't anticipate obviously any groundwork unless one of them is going to get a finish. I like how Pry is staying patient again. I like how he's staying patient and he's not just keeping himself on the back foot, because that's the quickest way to get flatlined by Alex in this game, is just playing off your back foot. I like that he's trying to incorporate the leg kicks. He switched stance so that way if this Alex does go with the nice calf kicks of Alex, he's going to chop at that right leg. So that way Pry can switch stance. You know what I mean? Into orthodox, which is where Izzy's primary stance is, where his preferred stance is. That's a very, very tricky maneuver that I've talked to you guys about plenty of times on my videos. Switching stance like that, so that way, you know, your dominant leg is going to be the side that you're going to switch into. So it's very, very nice work. Very high fight IQ with doing that. And then it's just going to give Alex different looks, right? So if Pry wanted to launch off an overhand, which he could do, which we know Israel Adesanya knocked out Alex with in real life, was an overhand. He can do that. It takes his slip would have to go this way instead of to his natural side, which is going to be towards his lead hand. That's a very tricky maneuver, and it opens up this rear body kick to the open side too. So it opens up a lot of options. So it's nice to see Pry do this. Very high fight IQ again if he utilizes it right.
Come here.
So he's feinting them leg kicks. He tried to go with the front kick up top. Very tricky, very tricky setup.
Maybe back orthodox. No.
Nice jab straight.
I'll take it.
All right, so like I said in the last fight, it seems like one of Pryoxis' biggest weaknesses on the feet is going to be his distance management. Because during the course of the last 3 minutes of this round or so, he's had trouble landing. He's missed multiple leg kicks. He missed on the front kick. It seems like he really, really struggles with distance management with Israel Adesanya, which is really a telling sign because Israel Adesanya has some of the quickest footwork in the game. So if you struggle with footwork with Israel Adesanya, I could really only imagine what's going to happen when you don't use somebody that has as quick as footwork as Israel Adesanya. So I'm noticing that. I really, really am in the stand-up. He's having a hard time with distance management.
Yeah, hold it.
Nice uppercut.
Texas hold him. Back to the leg. Born to be wild. Oh. Oh, you lucky that pushed me back, boy. It's gonna be free counter city. Another counter I missed.
Nice calf kick right there.
Come on, hey. Watch out now. Watch out now. Hell no. Body.
All right, let me pause it right here. I do like some of the things that Pryoxis is doing right here. He's now closed the distance. He's landed a couple of good calf kicks, but I really like that for a little bit there he started throwing that jab to the body. That's a very underutilized tool in UFC 5 that I feel like can be so beneficial if you use it in the right way. That jab to the body, it not only starts to create like a little bit of a high-low feel for your opponent, because they never know, hey, is he going for a body hook? Is he going for a body jab? So then they start to block that body low, and then you can come up top with a combination up top with somebody like Israel Adesanya. So it's very tricky work. I did like that he was doing that. What I don't like still is that he can't find the range with Israel Adesanya. That distance management again is really escaping him in this fight. He can't find it. And instead of him walking forward trying to find the range, it just seems like he's just content with missing on shots. And that's really starting to tax that stamina on him, because he's missing shots, and then his opponent is throwing tip kicks to the body. He's throwing lead body hooks to the body. You know what I'm saying? Like he's working in body work on top of Pryoxis missing shots. Not to mention that if Pride misses a kick, Alex Pereira can hit him from downtown over here with a head kick, and that'll be it. You know what I'm saying? So that's something still that I don't like that he has not adjusted on.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
There's another missed punch. Nice body kick.
I just can't block no kicks, huh? That's that ping. That's that ping right there. That's that ping. Come on, gang.
That was clean work from that Alex in round one. He did a very good job of capitalizing on the things that I told you Pry is making a really big mistake in. If it was me in this second round, I would recommend, and I was talking to Pry, I would say, hey, you know what? You got to push forward a little bit, bro. This dude is being way too comfortable. And although you want to play off at distance because Israel Adesanya's range is right there, that's also Alex Pereira's range too. And he hits a whole lot harder than Israel Adesanya. So he needs to try to close the distance to find that range way better than he did in the first round.
Come on, gang. I lost that round. But I'm blocking these body kicks. I got some pretty good reaction time, man.
Didn't he just complain about the lag for blocking the body kicks?
That didn't feel good. Oh. Now, why would you go and do that? Oh. Oh. Oh, I thought he was going to throw a knee. I was going to get him gone.
All right, well, now what I like that Prize starting to do here, because he can't find the range, he realizes that he's having a little bit of struggles with the range. He's kind of just backing himself up a little bit and throwing a lot of offbeat strikes. Like you guys seen in the exchange that happened maybe 20 seconds ago, he hit him with a nice clean jab hook, and then immediately shot the uppercut and did a lot of head damage to his opponent. It's a very tricky way that if you don't know the distance to be able to interrupt your opponent to really make them second guess their timing. So that is a nice adjustment that I see that he's making right here. So there it is again.
I was gonna get him up out of there. That's a whole lot of block shots. It's a whole lot of block shots. That's a check. Don't do that. Don't do that.
He's got to be a little.
Don't do it.
He's got to be a little more threatening.
Don't do it. Come on, guy.
A little more threatening with shots. Because now it's starting to fall back into the rhythm that they had in the first round.
Oh, my.
Nice combo.
What the? High kicks moving backwards? What are we really doing? What are we really doing? Okay. Be careful. I know what you want to do. 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 Ooh. I get it.
Now, what's happening right here is now Prize opponent, Cruz right here, he's starting to mix it up and he's really starting to get comfortable at the pace of this fight. He's landing a lot of shots on Pry. And Pry is still having trouble checking these body kicks. He's still, I don't know if it's because he thinks that they're not going to hit him because he's out of range, which would obviously would be something that we talked about with the distance management, right? It kind of goes hand in hand. Or if he's just trying to time out a combination to bleed through the kick, to kind of armor him through the kick so that he could get heavy damage on Alex. I don't know. But this guy Cruz is doing a lot of good work to his body. And now he's starting to mix in high-low combinations, high-low-high combinations to try to confuse Pry. And Pry's just holding high block, so he's not eating the shots up to his chin, but that body work is starting to add up. Look at the stamina consumption. Even though his opponent is having a higher output, Pry is at a stamina disadvantage because he's missing a lot of shots still, but he's also having a lot of body damage.
That strike going to the side. I guess I can't. Hell no.
Well, you almost caught him with a slip hook.
Chicken.
Nice front kick. Finally.
Chicken.
Check the damn body kicks already, man.
Yeah.
Now, Pride just got fortunate that he was able to catch his opponent going down to the body with the body shot. That was a nice read. You know, he caught him. He's able to get the stun. Now let's see what happens.
Come on. Keep playing with it. Keep playing with it. Keep playing with it.
Now, I like how Pry started to gain a little bit of momentum. He was landing heavy shots. He stunned him twice within, 20, 30 seconds. I really did like what he did right there. He started throwing a lot of offbeat strikes and caught him heavy with some heavy shots. But he backed up out of the way. You have to put the pressure on your opponent, especially if you're down, to gain that momentum, to make them feel uncomfortable. Him backing up like this with 14 seconds left in the round, it is not going to help him make his opponent more flustered and make his opponent feel like he's in a fight. Because look, now he's just going to block. And that's the end of the round.
Come on.
I don't like the way that this fight is playing out, ladies and gentlemen.
Was round 2. I got 2 rocks. That should be my round.
Now, I do like the mentality that Pryoxis is having here. I do like it. This face is funny as hell. But I do like the mentality that he has here. He understands that he's going to have to win by decision. So he knows, hey, he got the first round, I got the second round. So now hopefully he comes out with a little bit more of a sense of urgency here in this third round to try to get this, to try to steal this win off of Alex, because his body health is starting to get real low, and he's not being able to block these body kicks at all. So hopefully he comes out, establishes the pace, puts the pressure on Alex a little bit more in this round. So let's see what he does.
Here you go. I just gotta counter one of these kicks. I just gotta counter one.
Body counter. Nice lead body hook.
Oh. Oh. Careful. Uh-huh. I get it. 1, 2. Back to the body. Don't do it. 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 Oh, wait.
There's that body kick.
Oh, wait. Uh-huh. Yeah.
All right. I don't like right here that he's giving up these lead body hooks. He needs to fire off an uppercut. This dude has landed like 5 lead body hooks with no uppercut. Just, man, throw that uppercut, bro. You're getting hit to the body every single time. Especially because there's no sense of urgency from Pride right here. There's not. It looks like Cruz understood the assignment at the end of this round. He understood, hey, you know what? I lost that last round. I got to get it back here in the third round. Because if I win this third round, I'm going to win the fight. It looks like Pride's just comfortable being lackadaisical, which is, you know, which will work if you're ahead. But he's not ahead in this round so far. He's getting worked. So he's got to do something. Finally, there's an uppercut.
I get it. I get it. Oh. 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 Let's work, Izzy. Let's work, Izzy. Oh. Why would you do that? Oh, wait. Oh. Shake back, Izzy. Shake back, Izzy. Be great. It may be IN. It may be IN. Okay.
It's not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. It's not looking good.
If I'm him, I'm backing up. I'm backing up. Ain't no purpose in me even coming forward anymore.
His opponent's just toying with him now. A little bit. He clinches him, hits him with an elbow, stuns him, drops him again.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you trying to bait. Hey, this Pereira work. This Pereira work. This Pereira work.
It's a little bit too late now for Pride to be working, and that stamina's down.
That's what he needs to do right here.
Finish.
Okay. Let's see if he gonna go for it. Nah, okay, smart man. Smart man. I gotta give it to him. GG's. That's him. That's him. That's him. That's his fight. That's his fight for sure. Here we go. Here we go. Should I get another one in? -28. Should I get another one in?
All right, we're gonna go ahead and end it right there with the video. I really don't understand the logic that Pryoxis had right there at the end. But you know, we're not gonna get into it. If that guy was a little bit better, he probably would have finished Pryor. I'm not gonna lie to you. But like I said earlier, we're gonna give a grade. We're gonna give grades for the striking, for the grappling, and then an overall grade for Pryoxis' gameplay. The striking in term and the grade system goes A, B, C, D, F. So for the striking, I'd have to give Pry a C plus. It's about average. It really is. Actually, I'll give him a B minus. His striking is above average, but barely. I don't really see any like tricky setups or anything like that. I don't really see that from Pryoxis. So I'd have to give it a B minus. For the grappling that he displayed and really his grappling, I would have to give it a C. A C. He really didn't really show me that he has a high level grappling prowess. Even if he was off of his back, he still could have did a lot of things to get the fight back to the feet. But in a lot of the positions against Chris Weidman, he really settled. So I'd give him a C plus just because I know in previous games and stuff that he had good grappling defense, but I don't feel comfortable giving him anything more than a C plus. But overall, for Pryoxis, in terms of the fighter himself, for UFC 5, I would have to give him a B minus, C plus. He's about average, a little bit above average. I wouldn't say his style is an elite level style that I would recommend people try to replicate. Because if this is anybody else other than him, they're going to lose. And you're probably going to get finished most of the time. So I'd have to give him a C plus. C plus C. Solid. Probably a solid C. I give him a solid C. But that's it for the video, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to slap that subscribe button if you're new, as well as slap that like button so this video does get tossed into the YouTube algorithm. But until the next time, my people, take it easy, be safe, enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from. And I'll see y'all later on.